Okay, where were we before we were so rudely interrupted? I believe we were getting ready to place the connecting rod between these two plates. So let's go ahead and do that. I've already drawn my circle. My next move is to size it and place it in location. Okay, the size, right here it says it's 0.5 in diameter, so let's size that. Click. 0.5. The location, well, it is 1 inch above the middle and it's aligned with the middle. So let's dimension 1 inch from the origin. And then let us create a relationship between that point and the origin, a vertical relationship. Aha, very well defined. Life is good. Let's exit the sketch. Doing my control 7. And now, that gives me that isometric projection. Remember that control 7. Let us extrude that sketch. And I want to extend that from the sketch plane up to the next feature. Okay, that actually looks pretty good. Okay, now the next thing we want to do is create 3 of these, right? We've got 1, 2, 3. Now they're rotated. We'll worry about that in a second. But first, let's get 3 copies. So, where does the copy have to be? Well, if I start at this face, I need to move this face zero point 0.2, 3.9, 0.2, and 0.2. So 0.2 times 3 is 0.6 plus 3.9. I need this next face to start 4.5 from this face. So let us do my linear pattern. As we talked before, I don't want to do linear patterns on these features thingies. I want to do them on bodies, and I want to do this body. Cool. The direction I want to go, I'm going to go in the direction of that line. Okay, but the other way. Ooh, I clicked the wrong button. I'm going to go that way. And instead of 4.1, I want to go 4.5. And I want 3 of them total. This first one and 2 more, 3 total. And I think that works very well for me. Ooh, ah. There I've got 3 of them. Okay. Now we're in some fairly good shape, but our problem is we have these things not at the angles we want them at. So I want to rotate these things. How much do I want to rotate? It looks like 120 degrees, right? Yep, 120 degrees between the centers of those circles. So this one, we're going to have to hunt a little bit to find this. We want the move copy command. And that if we go up here where it says SolidWorks and go to the insert menu and then features, the move copy command is in here. See where it says move copy? We select that. And here it wants to know what we want to mess with. And I want to mess with this one first. And there's a couple possible. This is the constraints. If we want to put constraints on it, I can push this button to translate rotate, and I get the translate rotate button. So if you are in the wrong one, and we want to do some rotation here, if you're in the wrong one, this is where that little button here at the bottom is how you change from the constraints page to the translate rotate. Okay, translate is move in a particular direction, and rotate is rotate around an axis. We want to rotate around the axis, and I'm looking here. What axis do I want to rotate around? I want to rotate around the x-axis. So here you can see this is the translate. This is the rotate. Translates in inches. Notice it's already been translated 6.65 inches from someplace. That's off of the origin. But here, for the rotate around the x-axis, let's put 120 degrees and see what it looks like. Ooh, see where it's going to go? Right down there. That's exactly where we want it. Check. And now, let us take and do that same process on the third piece. We're going to go to Insert, Features, Move Copy. I'm going to select this as the body. I want to move copy, and here we're going to rotate this 240 degrees. Ooh. Ah. Looks pretty good, I think. So let's put the connecting pieces in here. What do those connecting pieces look like? They are one-inch diameter. There's two of them. So let's put those in place. I'm going to create both of them independently just because that's the simple thing to do. So I'm not going to spend, it's just a circle, so it's going to be fairly straightforward. So let's draw here on this plane. I want a circle at the origin. That is a circumference of 1 inch. Exit that sketch. Control 7. There I can see where it's on that face. Let's extrude that. And I just want to extrude it once again up to the next feature. Let's see what that looks like. There we go, that nice 1-inch plate right in there, that connector. Let's do the same thing here. And now I could actually have tried to duplicate that, but it's just a lot simpler, I think, just to draw 2 circles than to mess with all the duplication process. So let us once again on this face do the sketch. Circle at the origin. Dimension it to 1 inch. It's fully defined. Exit the sketch. Extrude it. Once again, we're just going to up to the next feature. And that should be good. There it is. Okay, so that's got those 2 plates in here. All we have left to do is these 2 end rods. I'll probably do the one back here first. This one is 0.55. Remember when we did those 2 holes in the crankshaft in the engine base? One was 0.55 and the other was 0.5, I think. There we go, 0.55, 0.5. These are the rods that's going to fit in through there. And notice here, I've got this sort of key action. What do we suppose will go in there? Yes, that's absolutely correct. That's where the flywheel's probably going to go, yes? So, let us first do this rod. It's 0.55 inches and it's 3 inches long. So on this surface, sketch, and dimension, .55, exit sketch. Let's extrude that. Three inches. Okay. And over here, did I do that right? Yes, 0.55, okay. Making sure. For some reason I thought it might have been, I might have put 0.5 there. So let's do the other sketch. This one is 0.5. fully defined. We'll exit the sketch. And how long is this one? This one is also 3 inches. Features, extrude. It's 3 inches is still set in there, so life is good. Okay, everything except the key. Let's take a look at that key. Okay, it looks like it comes off 4/10 of an inch off the center line. It's 1 inch long. It's 1.75 inches from the face of that plate. And I'm looking for a, looks like it's got a width of a 1/4 inch. Okay, so I remember that I lined up this face with the axis. So I'm going to draw this thing on the top plane. So there's the top plane. Now I'm going to sketch here. There you can see my origin. I need a rectangle. Oh, about right there, huh? So let's do some smart dimensioning. Once again, this thing is 1 inch long. It is 1.75 inches from that wall. Okay. It is a 1/4 inch wide. .25, and it is 0.125 from that spot, and I now have something that's fully defined. Excellent. Let's exit that sketch. Okay, and when I look that thing, it comes up 4/10 of an inch from the center line. So let us extrude that. 1.4. Check. Oh, look at that. Hi, Chloe. I have a couple of dogs that have come in just in time for me to end this video. We'll go work on something else now.